Hello, losing weight, tripping wine 11. Monday, 19th of January, review time. Well, it's a little bit of odd pieces this time. The first one, Hearts and Minds. It's one of these $1 records I bought. This is listed as a rock roots kind of album. I had a slight little bit of a country vibe in it, but I don't know. Bruce Henderson is singing a lot of this, and it's not a bad record, but it's nothing particularly inspiring for me. It is rock, but it's just not something. It's kind of thing that a step down below Tom Cochrane type stuff. I would, but anyway, it might be worth a listen if you like straight rock with a slight country tendency. And anyway, Hearts and Minds, both the group and the album name. So, and then a couple of Swedish records. This is Jakob Hellman och Stora havet, which means and the big sea. So this is I had better memories of this than when I listen to it now. It's kind of uneven. I still like especially the song Stora havet is one I like most of it. Jakob Hellman has otherwise mostly been known for being a producer since this album, and this is 1989, I think. But what he has produced is basically the artist that sounds exactly like himself. In the style and everything. I don't know. I haven't listened much to it. It hasn't progressed or anything. It's just kind of singer-songwriter basic stuff. Nothing special. So anyway, it's quite well done, and it's worth a listen if you like that kind of stuff. And it's kind of for Swedish pop rock music, it's kind of a trendsetter in that style. Anyway, then something really odd. This is Merit Hemmingson, Trollskog. Troll Forest or something. It's like they're taking Swedish folk music and synthing it up and putting a beat to it, and but in 1972. You can recognize a lot of the musicians on this, John Schaffer and Björn Jason Lind, and guys like that. A lot of, for Sweden at least, famous names in it, but early days, 72, it's quite a while ago. Really odd, a lot of small bits and pieces of Swedish folk music, so they're split it up in 20 tracks over a standard length album, so it's a lot of like 49 seconds bits and pieces, but each side is kind of mixed together, so it's kind of it's an odd album. It wasn't at all what I expected. I don't know if I ever had listened to it before. This isn't my album, it's one of my brother's albums. There's no name on this. We put name tags on our records, but this one has none, so I don't know. Anyway, Um, and this is a little bit of a strange one for me. It's my album, but it's Nona Hendryx, Skin Diver. Not typically my kind of music, but I know why I bought it, because it's on the private music label, and at the time I kind of bought a lot of private music. I liked, I was in a kind of a new age kind of run there for a while, and private music had a lot of that stuff. So when this turned up, I wondered, well, what is that artist doing on private music? So I had to, and as I often did in those days, I just saw something interesting in the shelves and I just bought it. So, well, it's kind of a odd album. It's even for Nona Hendryx. It's kind of you should really listen to it if you're interested. It mixes styles a lot. It's kind of have influences from the private music label artists and stuff, and synth sounds and such, but also the kind of soul type of songwriting and singing. So odd one. This is not my record. It's my brother's wife's record, and it's Patrick Hernandez, Born to Be Alive. And this is as pure disco as it gets. It's 1978, 79, something like that. And of course, most of the songs here are pure crap, but the song Born to Be Alive, of course, is an all-time classic. But what kind of surprised me, the memory I got of that song was a deep bass voice and thumpy bass and stuff. But compared to what happened in later years, and of course bands like Jello, who made bass voices and bass sounds deeper and deeper all the time, and this falls almost flat, but it's still a real classic disco song, and at least that song I will have some use for having in my library. The rest of the songs on the album, not so much. Well, and this is Sora Hitman. 1990, I would guess, something like that. It's called Equal Scary People. And it's kind of a singer-songwriter with a quite active full band behind her. But you can feel the kind of song and guitar bass for the whole thing. And it's kind of all over the place. It's some really simple, innocent songs and some other songs. Well, it's not something. It's very well recorded and stuff like that. So if I put on pure random and one of the songs comes, I would probably not just jump to next song or anything. It's okay. Well, and what I ripped tonight for the session tonight was, oh, this was actually dusty. Steve Hillage, Green. This is it's 78. It's kind of it's not as synthy as Tangerine Dream or something like that, but it has a lot of standard instrument, but also it makes a good point of pointing out that he has polyphonic synthesizers and stuff on it, and it was I hadn't listened to this for a very very long. It's many years since I heard this album, and it was kind of interesting. It was a slight hint of progressive tones here and there, and it wasn't completely waste. It wasn't very good or anything. It's just interesting. Again, something that will crop up in random playing, and I'll listen up a little bit more to it. But I might even listen through it one more time just to get the. I was running on a treadmill through this, and you kind of lose that absolute focus. Then there is a kind of a different kind of you beat music. You kind of hear better when you're running, but this kind of music is kind of hard to pick out the details and the nuances on. So I might listen to it again just to see if I missed something. Anyway, Peter Himmelman. This is also kind of it's called From Strength to Strength. I don't know which year this is from. Anyway, it's again one of those $1 records. You know, when you bought cheap records, they once upon a time stamped a little bit of a hole. I don't know why. Some kind of second, you destroy some extra value or something. This is a really big hole they stamped here. It's kind of a strange thing, and right through the barcode too. So I don't know what the point is with that, but anyway, for the music, it's kind of a singer-songwriter again with a backing band, but this is more a backing band in the background, and it's very long record. It's 30 minutes aside approximately, and a lot of quite short songs. So I think it's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. It's probably 16 songs or something on it. So it's quite good actually. It's for a singer-songwriter kind of stuff. I wasn't really focused on the lyrics. I never am. So singer-songwriter type of stuff kind of passes me by. But if it's good recording and the well-defined instruments and well-defined voice recording, I kind of listen to that. But the kind of the words and the meaning of the songs kind of passes me by most of the times, unless it's really special. So maybe I need to listen to this again too, but it will be a while because I have a lot of records to rip. Anyway, that was what I have ripped since last time. So I will also post a little bit of a run through of my equipment here and the new stuff I've gotten to listen to music here. So enjoy the videos I put up today, and I'll see you later. Bye.